Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Alan's Road, and this is the podcast. Many of you may not know me because this is the first episode, and you know, I'm just doing what I want to do. This episode is basically going to be an introduction to my podcast and my YouTube channel, which I'm gonna be uploading on my YouTube channel, podcast, maybe vlogs. I don't know yet, but I just want to talk about what I have plans with this channel, this podcast, what I want to do. But before I get ahead of myself, I just want to introduce myself. My name's Alam Canelo. I'm 18 years old. I graduated this year in June, and thank God I did. Growing up, or I was raised in, I was raised. I don't know. I how does it go? I don't know. I was raised in Chicago, born and raised in Chicago. There we go. I was born by the Midway area, by Stickney Valley, Forest View. Growing up, I was never a smart kid. I always, the biggest challenge I had was my academics, my education, all of that. I grew up struggling. Middle school and high school were a piece of cake. I didn't struggle there. But once I got into high school, that's where everything changed. First year I was fine. Second year I was fine. Third year, junior year was where it got rocky. I would do things I shouldn't have done. I left class, did some things I regret, but I can't do anything, so I just gotta accept it. But thankfully, I thank God and I thank myself for graduating. 2 years of struggle. And now I'm in the real world, and I'm scared. I do have plans. I'm planning on going to college. I start the end of this month, which is August. And yeah, I'm majoring in psychology. I always had an interest in helping people. I always wanted to. I'm the friend from the. I'm the and the person I am in the friend group is like the therapist. I talk, like, if you have problems, I'll hear you out. I don't mind. I'll even help you. But that's how I am. I was always into that during high school, and that's what I'm a major in this year. Hopefully, I'm gonna see how it goes my first 2 years. I do want to pursue higher education, but I want to see how these 2 years are. I'm gonna have to really put in work. It's not gonna be easy. It's not like high school. Uh, Hopefully it flies by and I get good grades and everything. But we just have to wait and see. But I want to talk a little bit about what I have planned for this channel, what I want to do with this channel, what I want to do with the podcast. My dog is eating something. Never mind, is she? No, she's digging the grass. Okay, that's fine. Okay, whatever. Well, yeah. On this podcast, I will talk about everything and anything. If you want to hear me talk about something, leave it in the reviews, leave it in the comments, wherever you DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram right here, alum.canelo. If you ever want me to talk about anything, just message me or just leave it in the comments. I will read every single comment. I will talk about anything. I do have some topics that I will talk about in future episodes, like mental health awareness on both the male and female, and male, because we'll get into that when it gets there. I want to talk about addiction and habits. I want to talk about education. I want to talk about relationships. I want to talk about everything and anything. I don't really care. I like talking, especially I like reading. So before every podcast, I will read about that topic, so I know what I'm saying is factual and true, so I don't give you no bullshit. I want to be the realist. The way I am now is the way I am in real life. I don't give a fuck. I say whatever I want. I do whatever I want. That's how life is. I'm living and learning, and I want you guys to live and learn too. If your parents are holding you back, they gotta know at their age, they were probably doing the same thing, and their parents were probably doing the same thing, and they want you to be better. But there's the point where this is what I feel with my parents. Me and my parents or me, especially with my father, we're in between a tug of war. I feel like we're in a tug of war. And if you hear the wind, I'm sorry. I'm recording this outside because I don't want to. I want it to be different. I haven't seen any podcast that's filmed outside, and I probably think I know why, because of the fucking wind, or like cars, or like dogs and birds. But I will make it work. I will try to film every episode outside. But like I was saying earlier, I'm getting off track. Me and my dad are in a tug of war. I want to go to school. My dad wants me to go to school, but every time he tells me like, "Hey, go to school, go to school, go to school," it's like them telling you like you're gonna clean your room, like you're gonna clean your room, and then tell you clean your room. You feel unmotivated to clean your room because they're telling you now, and that's how I feel about school. Really want to get a higher education, but every time my parents or my father tells me like, "Hey, go to school, get on your shit," that makes me so unmotivated. And I think, and then there's other people who aren't motivated, and they want to go, and but they're not motivated. So it's so different for everyone. Everybody goes through different shit, but we just gotta learn and deal with it. You can't let them what they're saying affect you, because at the end of the day, it's your life. You could do whatever you want with it. They might not approve of what you're doing with it, but they gotta learn, or they gotta eventually learn that this is you, and they could either get used to it or they could change. Like they don't accept you. A lot of things, but you just gotta wake up every day and do what you want. Chase your dreams, chase your goals, set achievable goals, but set unachievable goals too. You want to take it step by step, little by little, every day. What if you want to do something or be someone, think about what can you do today, what can you do tomorrow, what can you do this week, this month, this year, to get to there. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Like, I don't know what else to say about myself. uh, I will talk about oh my god, this one is gonna kill me. What I do want to say is that I will be keeping my social life out of my podcast. I might talk about some things, but I will talk. Look, the only thing I'll keep away from my social life will be my relationship. I feel like that should be private, and that will be private between this. Maybe in the future I'll talk about it and shit like that. But I don't mind talking about my friends, about my old friends, about my exes. I just don't want to talk about my current relationship. I want to keep that as private as I can, because maybe they don't want me to be talking about that. And I want to respect them, and I want you guys to respect me on that choice. Well, let's talk about some reasons why I wanted to start this podcast. The reason I wanted to start this podcast was because I had so much free time during the day. I work 3 days a week, 5 hours, so I have the other days doing nothing. I go out here and there with my friends, yes, but I wanted to do something different. This is something different. I've never done this. I'm usually very shy around the camera. I don't know why. I just felt a raindrop. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it will, then we're just gonna keep shooting. Fuck it, right? That's a lie. I would just probably move it somewhere else, but yeah, dude and girls, I just wanna talk about everything. I don't really care. Well, I don't want to say that I really care. I do care. Uh, I'm gonna just talk about whatever I want. The reason I wanted to start this podcast because I never done something like this. I've done speeches, presentations and all that, and I like doing presentation speeches. But podcast is a different world. It's so old. It's like, I don't know when it started to get so popular. It was probably mid 2021 or 2021 when quarantine happened. I feel like a lot of people wanted to do a podcast. And before quarantine started, I always wanted to start one. I always had that like ambition to start a podcast. But I was so young, I didn't know what to talk about. And now I'm just put it out there, see what happens, see where it goes. I'm going to check the camera if it's still recording because I had to reshoot this episode 2 different times in 2 different days, and half of the files well, the first one the files corrupted. The second one, the mic wasn't working, so I'm recording with my mic and then my phone in case the mic doesn't work. I have my phone for sure, and the phone isn't going to be the best because of the wind. That's why I hope this mic works, but I'll be back. I'm gonna check. All right, so I just checked the camera. We're still good, thankfully. I ended it and I'm recording again, so it just so that one saves and then nothing happens to it. But like I said, I tried shooting this pilot episode 2 times and in different days, and it was a mess. I struggled. The first time, let me tell you, the first time I didn't have an SD card. I had a micro SD card with a SD card adapter, so you just slide it in your camera. I recorded it. I filmed and recorded it. So what happened was the video ended halfway. I have the audio. I'm probably never gonna release that because it was a flop. I have the audio, but the video, I had like a 20-30ish minute video, cut that by in half because the camera stopped recording. And then when I turned off my camera, I said, okay, I'll make it work. I'll try to see if it works. Turned off my camera, went inside, took my SD card, put it in my computer. Files weren't open. I forgot what it said, but they corrupted basically. They deleted. And that got me upset. You know, I was low-key sad and pissed because, like, fuck. Like, what now? And then recently, a couple days ago, I tried shooting the pilot episode again. And that was just a mess. There was so much shit. Camera, this time I bought an SD card. I have a real SD card. I didn't know that they have a limit. Like, they can only record for a certain amount of time. And the video wasn't there, you know. I had the video, but it wasn't the full thing. It cut once, and at that time I had my producer behind the camera, and then they didn't realize that it cut. So I was talking and they weren't recording, and then they got up to check the camera. Like, oh, they're just not recording. I'm like what? That's why you're there. That's why I'm paying you to record me. And oh my god, it was bad. So this episode I'm doing solo. My producer had things to do today. Let me see. Yeah, my producer has some things to do, and I'm gonna do it solo. Eventually, I do want to have guests on this show, so I'll be asking people, you know, friends, family, talk about things. I want to talk about a lot. I have a lot of things planned for this podcast. A lot of podcasts, hopefully, you know, a lot of podcasts go through the honeymoon phase where they're pumping out episodes. And then by that time, they're like on the 50th, 30th, they don't have nothing to talk about. I'm not going to do that. I plan to release 1 or 2 podcasts a week, max. I want to do this because I enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. I don't want it to feel like it's a requirement or it's a job. I will upload on days. It's not gonna be random days. It's gonna be set days, set schedules at times. So I might do Monday, Thursday. I might do Tuesday, Friday. You know, Tuesday, Thursday. You know, it could be different. I'm gonna do whatever. I'll eventually figure it out because I want to make everything work. I don't want this to become a job. You know, I just want to do it to have fun. You know, let people know what's going on, all that stuff. You can't see my dog, but she's over there. That's why I'm not looking at the camera, so I make sure she's not eating nothing she's not supposed to. She loves eating things that aren't edible for dogs, like rocks. So that's why we don't have rocks. We only have these little ones right here where she can't get them with her mouth. What do you have? Come on. well, she's chewing on a walnut. Mother. Sorry, but yeah. I guess I could talk about my siblings. I have one older sister. She's the oldest. She's about to graduate. I think she graduates this year. She's on her last year basically. I don't know if when she graduates. She's studying film and or like just film, cinematography, and like television. So like people who record, or like when you're on live TV, they have the cameras in the studio and all that. She's studying for that. She's studying for like movies, shooting movies and shit like that. That's pretty cool. I love I'm not into videography or cinematography. I like recording, but I don't want to do that forever. I do like photography though. And before I was gonna do psychology, I wanted to be a photographer so bad. But photography is such a hard job, you know. It's overpopulated. Not really, but like it's hard to get jobs. It's hard to get clients. Like I don't mind putting in the work, but like once I saw psychology and I started thinking about it, I'm like, you know what, I want to do psychology. I'm gonna do photography on the side. Like I do photography for my friends, you know. Sometimes I ask them like, hey, you want to do a photo shoot? And I don't charge them. I do it totally free because I want to get better at it. I'm an intermediate. I don't really know all that. Beginner. Oh, thank God the AC stopped. You can hear me better now. Thank God. But yeah, you know. I like soccer. I have tryouts this Wednesday. Hopefully everything goes well. I really want to make the team, but then again, like, do I really want to make the team? I'm indecisive about that. Like, I want to play sports, but then again, like, that's a commitment. I'm not scared of committing to it. It's just like, how am I gonna manage school? How am I gonna manage work? And then adding like soccer into that. No, I do like soccer though. So I'm going to try out. I'm going to see how it goes. See if I make it. If I don't, that's fine. If I do, even better. You know, play a little soccer here and there. Go play. I don't want to go pro. I want to say I played soccer. You know, I want to grow up and say like, oh yeah, I was in a soccer team. Last team I was in was in middle school. On my sixth grade, they canceled the team. And I never played, you know. I would go to the park here and there, play soccer. But yeah, you know, we're 18 minutes in. I'm probably stop it like at 25. See what else comes to mind. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I already talked about my channel, a little bit about my channel, social media. I wrote no sponsors. This episode is sponsored by no one. Okay. And we'll see how it goes. We'll see where it leads. Hopefully we get some sponsors later in the future. We really want sponsors. Self-intro I already did. I already told you my age, my name, location. I kind of already told you, Chicago, Illinois. Reason why I started, I kind of already told you reason why I started a podcast. Growing up was another one. Growing up, I guess I could talk about growing up. I kind of already did talk about growing up though. Growing up, oh yeah, I did talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it again. School, I already finished school. There's not really nothing to talk about school right now. Maybe in the future, I'll tell you like shit I've done, you know, friends, all that shit. I'll tell you later in the future. I'm really into video games. Since I was little, I was really into. I wrote down games. When I was little, I always loved video games. I grew up on Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 and forward, Modern Warfare 3 and forward. I never really played any of the old games except World War 1 or whatever it's called, World War Z. I don't know what it's called. I played that one, but just the zombies. Right now, I don't really play games as much as I used to last year. Last year, I was always on that game. I would never, after work, before work, after school, before school, especially when we went online, I would always play video games during my lunch break. Me and my friend had the same lunch break. So he would FaceTime me and be like, hey man, hop on. I'm like, bet. And I would. You know, I had a double period, which means I had the same class. And it was about automotive technology, so I would just log in, not pay attention. He would just show us videos. He would just show us videos in that class. So I would just log into class. He would take attendance, and then I would play video games. But now, 2021, I don't really play that much. I play here and there, not as much as I used to. It doesn't bring me the same joy it used to. It doesn't distract me anymore. I don't think, I used to play video games to distract myself from the real world. And a lot of people do that too. But, I'm happy. I'm not sad anymore. I'm not depressed. And I'll talk about that in the future, but, it doesn't make me happy. It doesn't bring me the same joy as it used to. Doing this this makes me happy, because I get to talk about my life. I get to talk about random shit, funny shit, I go out here and there. I'm not the type of person to go out super late. Like, I like going out. I don't mind going out. But yeah, yeah. This is basically it, This is just a pilot episode. I'm gonna just post it to see how it goes. I'm gonna still post another episode. I'm not gonna post another episode this week. Next episode will probably be Monday or Wednesday for sure. And then Monday or Wednesday. See how it goes. But yeah, if you want to know more about my life, more about the stupid shit I've done, more shit, anything, random shit, dude. Like I'm telling you, I'm gonna talk about everything, anything, stupid shit, random shit, whatever comes to mind. I will have guests. Hopefully I have a guest by next episode. I'm gonna try to make it work. I'm gonna try to find someone, my friend or my cousin, someone for sure for next episode. But we'll see how it goes. If I'm not gonna beg or tell you to subscribe or like. I'm gonna just post it. I don't really care. I don't care about numbers. If if what I care is like you enjoy listening to my content. You like listening to my podcast. You like hearing shit. And that's that. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week. Take it easy. Take care. Take care. It's a good day to be alive. Just remember that. It's a good day to be alive. Take it easy.